One more thing though.
Sorry.
But yeah,
I'm with the squad, I'm with the squad, yeah. I'm with the squad, oh yeah.
Advice, don't get lost in the sauce, especially from first semester. Just keep the same energy,
To girls, especially, don't feel like you have to cook for someone, clean for someone, do them kind of activities. Do them, because really, truly, you're just gonna get messed up. Those same for guys as well. Just don't feel like you have to do that extra, especially the first week that you barely know that you're jumping to the next level. So just take your time, like really, truly. You have 3 years or even more, so you don't need to jump into it in the first day just because you see something really sweet.
If you're cool with a guy, like in general, and you actually are friends with him, and people start saying, oh yeah, you and him, don't let other people's opinions get into your head, because really and truly, like, your friendship is worth more. Like, you guys can be really good friends till third year onwards. You could even be with his wing woman, but don't allow like other people's opinions to like kind of ruin what you guys have as a friendship, because it can be ruined. Also, I'd say that like if you vibe with someone, you vibe with them, but you don't need to do not boyfriend girlfriend like instantly. Like you can really get together second year, even. I don't know, you might end up realising through that vibing that it doesn't work out. So just take time, like take your time.
Don't lose your mind because it's someone's daughter, and don't lose your mind because it's someone's son.
Put yourself first at the end of the day. Like, you're the most important person in your life, and you always will be. You don't need to be with someone doesn't need to be with you. Take care of yourself, take your education very seriously. Those are literally my important. But then again, like sometimes you meet people, you get along with them, and things work out, and sometimes they don't. It's all about gaining that experience. If you come across someone that you want to gain that experience with, so yeah, just learn from things, but don't take it too hard.
Me personally, I came from a very sheltered home, so it's like don't come. If you're from somewhere sheltered, don't come really mad, because you will look very crazy. And people be confused, like when you say one thing, people be like, really? Because you were doing this last week. So it'll make you look mad. Secondly, don't come expecting to look for a spouse.
Yes.
Don't come looking. I remember coming to say, oh, I'm gonna find my husband. Take your time. And baby.
If you had a really good upbringing back home, don't come to uni and change those ways. If you're a really cool kid, got good morals instilled in you, don't come to uni thinking you have to change the way you are just to fit with other people. Never do that. Also, I'd say that this is me personally, make a degree your priority. And if you want to do something else, that's up to you, but hey, you came here to get that degree.
Like Nana said, education first.
Yes, Josh.
Relationship doesn't have a number, so but if you are going to go for a relationship, I say this in general, make sure you're doing your CLB checks. Make sure you know the person.
Hallelujah.
Wait. Patience is key in a relationship. Like we said, we met people in friendship that we don't know now, we don't talk to now. It's the same thing for relationships. The person that you meet initially is not going to be the same person in 2 years' time. So patience is very important. That goes for all, not just for uni. So yeah.
Don't come to uni expecting to get into a relationship. Just if it happens, it happens, yeah. But just chill out, vibe with everyone, make friends with everyone. And second of all, if you're gonna do the relationship don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're either all in or you're all out. Don't
confuse someone.
Don't waste someone's time.
Be careful how you vibe. That's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, and just don't waste someone's time. Don't waste your own time as well. You're really here to get a degree. And also if you are gonna waste someone's time, just think you don't know the person, you don't know what they've come from home. You could really damage that person by doing that, because you don't know anyone's backstory. As I said, you come to uni, you don't know these people. So just make sure you just be considerate of other people.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Benjamin?
Okay, so firstly, a relationship will not give you a job, your degree will.
Oh, okay.
That's important.
That's where we're going.
Number one, the next thing is that Don't rush into anything. Know the person. Talk for a long time. Fair enough what everyone's saying, but if you're going to, if you want to have fun, and we all know what I mean by have fun, make sure that the person you're doing it with knows how it is.
Yeah, just
that's
tell
important.
them.
Because you end up like obviously like you end up like raw.
Catching
This and it gets too deep and it just gets like raw. I'm so in it that I don't know how to get out of that. Even if I try to end, I'm gonna end up hurting her feelings or hurting his feelings or something like that. So know what you're getting into. Don't rush into anything and remember degree number one in it.
If you're going into uni in a relationship, all I'm gonna say is that inevitably that person's gonna change. And whether it's for the good or for the bad, you need to be expectant of that. Because that could really change the way relationship works and the relationship goes. Also, if you're getting in a relationship, be with somebody that has the same, how do I put it, like, does the same amount of things as you. Person A does bare things. Person B does nothing. Yeah.
Just Netflix
Outside the court.
I wish they did that. Same, yeah. Because there will be every day they'll be like, oh, let's talk, let's go out, let's FaceTime. And then when you're telling them you're busy on a regular basis, now they want to fight you. So, and the rules be with somebody that does the same amount of things as you or has goals like you. If you're at that point and you're like, oh, man needs to lock this off or need to break up, do it if it's for the good of you and don't give a damn what nobody says. Because everybody will be shouting like you're trash or this or all of that. And you could have done it at the best possible time, best possible way, and everything. No matter what, you'll still end up as a bad guy. So just do it for the betterment of yourself, like, and also have the girl or the boy in mind. Don't also just do it like, yeah, I'll live my life. So, that's really it.
Nice. Destiny, baby. Smile is Destiny. Follow her YouTube channel. I got you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna start off with one thing that I think is really important. Just because you like someone, that doesn't mean they have to be your man. People confuse infatuation, and especially because if you're living on campus, you're going to be doing a lot of domestic stuff. So you're going to be having sleepovers. I'm not even talking about sex, I'm just talking about just sleeping over and cuddling, spooning. Or you might end up doing breakfast club in the morning. You might make each other dinner together. So yeah, like you're going to get attached to that person. Now you may or may not have genuine feelings for them, but just because you have feelings for them, whatever you have between each other is, if it's toxic, you do not need to pursue it any further. And even if you do feel it's genuine, don't rush into the relationship. Because really and truly, first semester, you think your life is good. Come and see second semester. So just don't rush into something. If you think it's genuine, keep going. Also try to stay low key. So keep going, like enjoy yourself. But just because you like someone doesn't mean you should stay in it, especially if it's toxic. Stuff like arguing, jealousy, those are things that you don't need when you're in a new environment with someone that you don't know from Jack.
All I say, key principle is, if that was your daughter or your sister, would you keep the same energy? Key principle in everything. Key principle in everything.
We're all humans, man.
And the reason we're saying this about whole friends, watch out for your friends, is like, there is such a phrase as like trash by association, so gotta be careful.
Your friends are actually a reflection of you most of the time.
Not all the time.
That's why I said most of the time.
Sora, speak.
Number one. Alright. This is a serious point. You need to really look before you leave. This goes out to everyone, but more towards the man. You might have intentions with someone, and at the start you both be doing this and that, whatever it's called. Say with one person, the other person starts to develop more intense feelings, and you're still on that same level of just messing around doing this and that. If you don't speak up and say, alright, this is what I want to do, this is what I prefer we do, and you let that person carry on thinking this and that, you're setting yourself up for a mess. Because if someone starts walking around thinking, oh, I'm with this person, and we're together doing this and that, meanwhile you're out here just doing nonsense. Then you have to be careful.
Yeah, no more.
You don't want to be running around doing all this and that and hurting different people.
Breaking someone's daughter's heart.
Or someone's son's.
Someone's son.
Yeah, the second thing I want to say is that people have touched on it before, but it was a sorry lesson. Guys out there, you really need to check your body.
On the real,
this is something that I've been realizing recently.
I need to check your voice.
Like you have to. If they come and tell you, oh, round, I'm trying to do this one and that one, and you know they have a girlfriend. Low key, you have a responsibility. To tell them.
High key.
because they come back on you as well.
High key. You have to, yeah. If you know that with someone, like basically doing something with someone else, and they start getting involved with another person, you have to really sit them down and talk to them. Like no joking about, no banter, no nothing. You have to be serious with them and let them know. Listen, you can't be doing that. 'Cause you're with
But also,
someone.
you're not a child. Like
You have
you have to check yourself. At the end of the day, like I'm here to get a degree, not here to check my friends.
Point number 3 is it's really important to be open and honest. I mean, through and through, because number 1, it'll save you a lot of trouble. It'll save you a lot of trouble, and number 2, it's better for everyone, because if say you've been doing this, that you get caught out, whatever, and you say this is this, that is that, that's what happened, and you leave out certain things, further down the line, it's just going to bring more trouble. All I'm saying is to like, save yourself the stress. Just be honest, be open.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with uni wives and husbands.
Oh, yeah, there isn't.
A uni wife / husband is a guy or a girl that helps you with stuff like cooking.
But it's not really.
Like
that
means I'm a uni wife with my friend. I've got a friend that does that.
But it's not. That's not really like a uni. That's just your friend.
Yeah.
A uni wife.
A uni wife. No. And the title.
If I say I have a uni husband, like more time, I'm probably finessing him with food, whatnot. I'm not
taking the words. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. If you're doing something for them, just make sure you're getting something that's worth it in return.
The same energy.
Don't do it for sex. Don't do it. Don't do it for whatever. Just make sure you're getting the same energy back.
Yeah, taking care of each other is fine.
Yeah.
Taking care of someone else is not fine.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a mum. You're not a dad. You didn't come here to be a caretaker.
Trish said earlier about how your number 1 priority and the whole situation with uni wife, uni husband, whatever you want to call it. You need to understand that you yourself have responsibilities of your own. Don't let someone's wahala. You have to cook for yourself. You have to do your own laundry. Why do you need to do someone else's? It's different from me personally because I go to work. So I have a rolling and regular income. However, those of you who get a fair amount of student finance, in my opinion, actually I say this because I wasn't working from get-go. In my opinion, you don't need to be swimming in your overdraft. It's not necessary. And banks give you a very large amount of overdraft to make you feel as though you have to use it and you have to max it out. When really and truly, it will be you who is sweating over the summer trying to pay it off. So now, and you don't want, in the summer, I believe, a summer job shouldn't be to pay off a loan.
Yeah.
Pay your rent initially, first. As in, the money, like whether you like it or not, that rent needs to be paid. Then, make sure you budget so you can eat. You're not out here to lose 10 stone in one semester. So when you go around now, do you know what I mean? It's exaggerated, but make sure you're eating because at the end of the day, you're here to study your degree. You have to go to lectures. You have to have some form of energy because lectures can be very long. Make sure you're just looking after yourself. Any other social activities, if you need to budget for social activities because you're someone who spends 1K on one night, then do it. Be sensible about money because at the end of the day, the money you're being given is not yours.
Once it's gone, it's gone. And don't go to your SG shop.
I would say I'm cheap. Like, if there's something in Aldi that's cheaper than Tesco and
Of
SG
course.
shops, I'm going Aldi whether it's 10 minutes or 2 minutes away. So things like that, it will make a big difference, especially with like bulk buying food and stuff. Go to cheap places.
Cook in
bulk.
Yes.
Iceland, Wilco's.
Don't let Pretty Little Thing deceive you.
Oh yeah.
The discount code don't mean jack.
You don't need a new outfit for every motive.
You don't. Before you go uni, if you know that you're someone that likes to go out, go to like them boutiques. I'm not even talking about apparel. I'm like boutiques that they get like misguided and all the lip and they sell them for cheaper. Go find them. Buy all the pen body contrast you want to have, stack them, so that when you go, you're not looking, I need to go ASOS, I need a new dress. Because some people be like doing this every motive.
Every motive, new outfit.
If you know your kind of person at shops, do it as like a treat thing after every month. Don't be doing it just spontaneously.
Unless you have the money. So some of these international students, there was one girl, when she's stressed, Balenciaga. I say, if you know yourself, if you're someone that can that can be quite strict yourself, be strict, but if you're a shopaholic like me, and someone who likes to spend and enjoy, then yeah, you have to be just as strict, or just set like realistic goals, because you can't be too unrealistic. Like I came out, I had an Excel spreadsheet. I was trying to be I'm even like my lifestyles. I'm moving like 6 a.m. do this work. That's I was actually doing it. Like I was actually I my lifestyle. Yeah, I was, but I sacrificed like social life almost, like to an extent. Like, I didn't go out all the time. I didn't socialize enough, sort of thing. Yeah, I'm sure like towards the end mostly. But in terms of finance, I say that just kind of be realistic, but be a little bit tight as well. Like it's okay to be a little bit. Is it word frugal, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Truly, like you do learn how to be an adult in university. You actually do, because these 3 years go very, very fast. You realise soon that you're back in the real world, living back at home, but you have to get a job, have to be responsible, and it's long.
I'm just going to add as well the idea that it's good to be able to save money that's not necessarily yours.
Yeah.
Uni's a good time to save. People think it's all about spending, but if you manage your money well enough, you should be able to get some dollar in your savings.
And then you can travel.
Yeah.
When it comes to coming to uni, it is a very important aspect, and you should be on top of that. You should try it, and it is almost easy because you know what you are spending. Just be careful on that side, because that's kind of dangerous. But you know what you're spending money on. Even if you don't have a physical budget, you should internalize it yourself and be like, okay, we spent this much today. Like, you're not doing much tomorrow. Maybe you can even cook rather than take out, because it's not necessary.
Don't let money be something that runs you into the ground. Too stressed and too worried and too anxious. Like being someone that got a loan that just covered their rent, and I'm still in the cheapest accommodation. I had to live in like £500 in my overdraft for the first couple of months of university. That's okay. Sometimes that's how it happens. It's unfortunate. But don't let it be something that makes you feel down. If you need help or support, your parents have been in this game for a long time. They can help you, they can give you advice, they can even send you a couple of pounds if that's what you really, really need. They're not going to say no.
Pay your rent first. Budget. All the basic stuff.
I really don't have much to say, to be honest.
But it's like, just be smart with your money, don't be spontaneous. I spent a lot of unnecessary money just buying snacks.
Yeah.
I think I lost like £50 buying snacks.
But life is short.
If you're
What time is this?
Basically, just take control of your finance. Don't let it be the other way around.
What you need to do is, like, we talked about housing before, so you need to be wary, because there's going to come a time where you need to send a deposit to your house. So you need to save money for that, or just be wary. I want to say save money, but be wary of that. Like everyone else has said, just be cautious with your money.
Finesse where you can. I'm telling you. Like, okay, if you are a person that likes clubbing, make friends with like club promoters, all these club events hosters, whatever. You may find they'll give you free entry, discounted entry, whatnot. They'll buy you drinks. Like, don't spend money that you don't have to spend.
The first term is like where I find that people spend the most money. So just be careful in first term. I was spending money that I didn't know that, I can't spend that still. So pay for your accommodation first. And also, like, if you ain't got money, like, don't get into dodgy things.
If you spend money, get this app called Money Box. So what it basically does, after you get, I don't promote them anyway. After you pay for something,
use my code.
After you pay for something, it invests it into something else, like a stock or a share. Also, I think Trisha said this, like, don't have to be so prudent in like what you're buying, and it's like, I can't buy this, I can't go out, I have to save this amount of money. Each month, I just be like, cool, I have this amount to pay in monthly subscriptions, and the last of my monthly subscriptions end on the 7th of this month. That's how, and then from there I'm calm. I was not every day like, I can only spend £5 on this, I only spend £5 on this. If you see new shoes and like you just done well in your exam, I'll buy them, honestly. Like,
this is your it's supposed to be your least stressful money time, because when you graduate, when you go into the real world, that's when it really starts.
Exactly. When you're paying, I don't know, we're not paying the bills.
When you graduate, the government doesn't give you money to pay your rent. It's your own money that comes out of your pocket.
And the last thing I'll say about finances, everybody, trust me, everybody's broke. Everybody's going through some financial situation. Like, and I remember one time I had that 12p in my account. And it was mad. It's only the people that helped me throughout that week. Otherwise, God knows I was eating that week. Like, so like, What's it?
Who helped you?
Let me say you or something.
I said, no, I'm just
I love to bash you because I remember like when I had nothing, she fed me. So just spot somebody, like honestly, everybody's in the same boat, same situation. Like we just need to help each other. At the end of the day, you know what? If your friend's broke and you're rich, what does that say about you?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, we're just bouncing off that before I go to my own point. Like, if you are in a situation, look for help. I would say that the uni does have a lot of services. They do have like student support. They actually have people to help you with finances. Because at the end of the day, we haven't handled. Not everyone has handled that much money before. So if you do need help, do look for it. But if you find yourself in a sticky situation, try and open up to someone, because really and truly, if you're now starving yourself, it's now going to be bad for your mental health and all of those sort of things. Now, there was one tip I did see on one YouTube, I can't remember whose video it was, but he spoke about like handling in cash instead of like using card. So like if you are the sort of person that can budget, I wouldn't force budget yet, because that's something you have to learn. You can't just come to uni and budget because like you don't know what you're budgeting for, kind of thing. But if you are a smart person with money and you understand budgeting, maybe taking out the money that you're going to need for that week or for that month and like hold it instead of having to do Apple Pay every time.
Contactless is your worst enemy.
Apple Pay for my one point from my experience. First semester, everyone was doing up grocery shop. I was coaching. Do you know why? When I came to uni, not even me, shout out to my parents, they did the biggest shop for me. There was not one snack that I needed, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
straight up.
Even like stuff like, oh, you say, I want to buy chocolate, then I'm just going to pop to the shop. Costco is there.
Oh my gosh,
Go and buy a box.
Yes.
If you know you like Cadbury, there's markets.
I had
Go
300 Kinder Buenos during the first semester.
Oh,
wow. 300.
In the box. Yeah, group shop as well. That's
I would say do group shop if you're calm, if you know the people you're buying. But some people will be like, oh right, I was supposed to get this amount, you ordered this, and then it causes more beef than good. So really
But also, shopping online sometimes can be a bit because they'll send you bread that goes off in 2 days.
Yeah, they pick for you.
No, someone was evil. The milk was one day left.
This one applies to people that are really like, if you're really struggling, like you're going through hard times. I don't know about other unis or what they call it, what they do, but this one and a few others I know has a hardship fund that you can apply for. So like say you're really like properly struggling and you've got no one else to help you out, even if you open up to people and no one can really help you out the way you want to. Try and find out if your uni has a hardship fund and apply for it.
Look at the start of the year,
Yeah.
that's when they'll give it.
Research bursaries as well.
Bursaries. And check if you're eligible for any sort of
Bursary or something.
Bursary, yeah, because like even if like some sort of allowance, because there are some stuff that they can give you that they don't need to pay back. Do you know the government gives schools and universities a pool of money that they are supposed to give out, but because they don't really make it available, that money is just left there.
If you got free school meals, check in uni, because there's a possibility, even if it's £200 every term, that's still something.
If you're a black boy and in year 11 or year 17, there's something called the Amos bursary. One of my boys started it up and it's still carrying on today. It gives bursaries to young black men in to either get them through sixth form or get them through the whole of uni. So let's give money through uni. And trust me, the requirements are bare low. So if you're watching this and you're a black boy in those years,
Right, if your parents are able to ask them for money, because me personally, I don't like doing it.
No,
there are times when I need to and I have to, but I just don't. But if your parents are able to help you out or whatever family, just ask.
I said on the flip side. So like, I'd say be careful being too generous. I'm the kind of person that my brother will ask me for 400 quid and I'll give it to him.
Trust me.
Like, I'll do that to my sister to anyone, I'll do it in a second. Then here I am struggling. So like, sometimes, like, you have to be careful, like, of being too generous because, obviously you can be joyful and helping them out, but then when you're in their lurch,
they hear that you've got student loans, so they'll
I say look out for yourself and also look out for others, but also look out for yourself more importantly.
The squad, I'm with the squad. I'm with the squad, oh yeah, I'm with the squad.